Hello everyone. Welcome to my masterclass period 9 Feng Shui breakthrough in your life. So before we start, just say hello to me in the chat box. Hello, Power Prayer. How are you? Where are you from? Just tell me where are you from. So I know that if I can speak your language, I will use your language to say hello to you. Okay, so as people are coming, and this is quite early in the morning now at 9 o'clock in Melbourne, and tell me where you are from and what time it is in your country. So before we start, I will just start with one short prayer. All right, just bear with me, and while we are still waiting for others to join, yep, I will just start with one trailer, and then we will soon go into our masterclass Breakthrough Feng Shui with Ian Ho.
The Flying Star 9 has the best energy in period 9 from 2024 to 2043. But when the Flying Star 9 meets with the original Flying Star of your house, it will have a different combination. Flying Star 1 and 9 is the best combination, as Flying Star 9 will bring wealth with this combination of 1 and 9. The more you make money, the more wisdom you gain, and the more help and support you will have. The combination of 2 and 9 will be, while accumulating more wealth, well, occasionally you may get a running nose, a flu, a cough, or something small. The combination of 3 and 9 means, while accumulating more wealth, occasionally you may have one or two small arguments with your colleagues or with your clients. And the combination of 5 and 9 is the worst combination. You may be also able to accumulate some wealth, but what follows after that would be bankruptcy, diseases, accident, and you might have super bad temper as well. So never activate the combination of 5 and 9. Although activating the yearly flying star is very important, however, if you activate the original flying star of your house, that can work for you for 20 years. For example, this house has the combination of flying stars 7 and 9 in the southwest section. Usually, we cannot activate 7 and 9, but in period 9, which is from 2024 all the way to 2043, this section is actually one of the best sections. You should activate it. Besides the good combination of flying star 7 and 9, there's also the best chi, which we call it the golden dragon energy in period 9, happens to be there as well. Other than that, by using the T-space scan method, the working desk is designed to put it in a way with a long, strong, powerful dragon. And when the annual flying star of 9 flew into the southwest in 2024. Suddenly, that was the year she was promoted to be the CEO after working for nearly 20 years in the same company. There are 4 lucky directions and 4 unlucky directions in the 8th mentioned Feng Shui method. If you work at the energy generation section of your house, then the more you work, the more it will generate more energy for you to generate wealth. If you work at the stability section, which is the house section, the more you spend time there, the more you feel confident about yourself. When you are confident, you can communicate yourself very well, you become more attractive, and people like to talk to you, people like to spend more time with you, and this is how you can attract wealth to you. But if you spend a lot of times in the mishaps section, you will be creating more troubles to yourself. And if it is the 5 goals section you spend the most time at, there will be a lot of ghosts talking behind you, gossiping you. I have a friend who was diagnosed with stage 4 liver cancer, and the doctor announced that he could never live more than 6 months. So he bought a beautiful place and set his bedroom at the well-being section. Plus, his bed was set properly with the T-space scan method. Of course, in between, he changed his diet and lifestyle as well. And until today, after 11 years, he is still alive and healthy and happy. Everyone has 4 lucky directions and 4 unlucky directions too. When you are at a place where you are not sure about the feng shui of that place, for example, the meeting room, the cafe, or a golf club, it's very easy. Just go there 15 minutes earlier before meeting your phone, bring out your phone, open the compass, find out where your lucky direction is, and then pick a seat that you are facing your lucky direction. When you are facing your lucky direction, it gives you the positive energy to close a sale easier, to build up good relationship better, and make your life easier and successful. And the best thing is, you can use it anywhere, everywhere, and it's 24/7 available. Other than the Flying Star 9, the Golden Dragon is another very powerful positive energy that we want to catch in period 9. If happen that the Flying Star 9 doesn't have a nice combination for your house, there's this energy, we call it the Golden Dragon, which we can always use it for period 9 to push you to the next level of your career. Louis Koo, one of the most famous and the richest person in the Hong Kong entertainment industry, who makes more than 100 million Hong Kong dollar a year, which equals to 12.9 million US dollar a year, spent 6.5 million US dollar just to buy a penthouse in 2021, which is before period 9, just to welcome the Golden Dragon, which will come in period 9 to make sure his career and business will continue, achieve success, and accumulate more wealth in the next 20 years in his career life. Even my feng shui teacher, before 2024 arrives, he makes sure that he moves into a place where he is able to catch this Golden Dragon to make sure that he can continue making a lot of money throughout period 9. And so do I. I make sure I move into a place where I can always catch the Golden Dragon to boost up my career. So, are you ready to catch the Golden Dragon for yourself? The 5 goals wealth doesn't mean that they are ghosts. A question to you, a good person and a bad person, who can make money faster and quicker? Usually it's the bad one, especially those who defame you, those who gossip you, those who talk behind of you. So this 5 goal wealth activation is to channel the bad people's energy and let them to do advertisement for you, to do marketing for you, and let them to make money for you fast and quick. The Polaris robber is a very special and powerful method in Feng Shui. This method is where we borrow the energy of the 7 stars of the Polaris and draw it into our house. There was a client, after activating this Polaris robber, has a 3 times business turnover in her restaurant. And there was another client who has 5 times turnover in his business. And the Polaris robber is especially obvious in attracting wealth. This is why we call it a robber. A normal feng shui master will be able to help you to activate the feng shui of your house, but for you to see the effect of the feng shui activation, it will usually take 3 to 5 years, which is too long. So, a good feng shui master will definitely do date selection for you to activate the best energy at the best section and at the best time. This is to ensure that the effect can come very quick, very fast, so that you can see good results in a very short period of time instead of waiting for 5 or 10 years. After using so many different feng shui methods to activate the wealth energy, it is very important to find out the best place to store our wealth. No matter how much we make, no matter how much we earn, it is always good to put something aside instead of spending it recklessly. Finding out the best section to store the safety box will allow you to rest assured that there's always something in your saving, and it will only be more, and more.
Ten, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Hello, everyone. Welcome, 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 welcome. Welcome to the masterclass. All right. So, before I continue, I would just like to say hello to everyone. So, let's see. We have power prayer again. Hello, hello, hello. You haven't tell me where you are from. But anyway, you are most welcome to leave a comment at the chat box. All right. And then we have MJ, MJ, MJ. I have been seeing MJ all the time. MJ has been coming all the time, every time in my masterclass. Every time there is a masterclass, every time I see MJ in the class. Again, welcome back, MJ. So, MJ is from Florida. It's 7 p.m. in Florida now. Okay, so that is a very nice time for you, right, MJ? 7 p.m. In the evening. And this is 9 a.m. here in Melbourne for me in the morning. And then let's see who else. We have Amber. Hello, Amber. How are you? So Amber is from Seattle, Washington. Ah, Washington. That's where the Microsoft is, right? Oh ho. So what time is that in Washington Seattle now? I think it's about 4 o'clock. Is that right, Amber? So this is first time. Is Amber first time in the classroom? Welcome, Amber, all the way from Seattle, Washington. And let's see who else have we got. Trina. Trina from Vermont. Trina from Vermont is also in the USA. Yeah. What time is that in Vermont now, Trina? Hello, Trina. Welcome back. This is how many times have you been coming? Yes. And Trina has been coming for quite a while as well to the master class. Again, welcome back. And Amber say it's 4 p.m. Yep, I have a good guess. Very good. Okay, and for Trina, it's 7 p.m. Yep, it's 7 in the evening. Have you have your dinner, right? I hope you have had your dinner. I hope I'm not getting you hungry just to come to the master class. Okay, and so before we start the master class, I would like to make an announcement. This will be our final master class, the last master class of the same kind. So, um, why? Well, there are a couple of reasons that we come to this conclusion that, we come to this decision that this will be our final masterclass. And then in this masterclass, I would like to walk through with you what are the feng shui breakthroughs you can go through, and after doing the feng shui activation, what sort of breakthroughs you could possibly expect from, by sharing couple of real people, real story, real cases, and real feng shui with you. And in this master class, I hope that you will really receive a lot of benefits and getting a lot more knowledge in feng shui. All right. So, yep, as again, the good things are always very sacred, and only the sacred people will come to know the good things, the secrets. And there, here you are now. Okay, so without wasting time, I will just start our masterclass now. So again, welcome to Masterclass Period 9 Feng Shui. This is meant to design to upgrade your life to the next level. And now, the first question is, do you know Feng Shui? Especially for the first timers like Power Prayer and Amber. Yeah, do you know Feng Shui? If you would like to, you just type a yes or no in the chat box. I would like to just see how do you perceive yourself? Do you know feng shui? Okay, just type yes or no in the chat box. And before we start, so I am the founder of T Space, and T Space stands for Time and Space Dynamics. A good feng shui master will not only know about the space. Time is always a very important element in feng shui because feng shui changes according to time. It's not just the place, it's not just the space, it's not just how you arrange your furniture. When time changes, the feng shui of your house will change accordingly. So that's why me and the team decided that this space will be very good to represent what feng shui is. And again, as I mentioned, this is the last masterclass of the same kind because after this month, we are going to have a new brand. I mean, of course, the business is the same. It's called T Space, but we are going to have a new brand, new product, and we are going to call it Power Stack. Why Power Stack? We know that Feng Shui has a lot of power if you know how to use it. On top of the power, if you know about how to stack, the technique of stacking the power, if you only know one school of thought, if you only know how to arrange the furniture, you are basically only know one layer and that's it. But if on top of how to arrange the furniture, you know about the time as well, you know about the space, the time, and different time from different schools of thoughts in feng shui, that is how you can do this power stack. When you keep stacking the power, that is how you can see breakthrough in your life very quickly and it comes very forcefully. I guarantee you. So, again, in our lives, we always come with different options. For example, you choose what time to get up today, right? Or you choose what time to get up tomorrow. You choose what kind of job you want to do and what kind of job you are not going to accept, right? You choose what kind of people you want to interact with and you choose not to spend too much time with people who are not helping you, who are not going to grow up with you in your social circle. So now I would like to give you options. Is if here is now $1 million, will you accept $1 million at no condition? I'm just giving you $1 million. If you would like to accept this $1 million, just say 1M. Just type 1M in the chat box. Okay, just type 1M. If you would like to accept this $1 million, of course you have a choice because life is full of choices. Just like today, you choose to spend 2 hours here with me, Master Ian Hall, to learn how to break through in your life. So if you would like to accept this $1 million, just type 1M in the chat box. I would like to know how many people will say yes to 1M. Excuse me. So Amber, yes. Amber is a first time, right? Can I just bring this screen a little bit closer to me so that I can see your comment better? All right. So Amber, say yes as a beginner. Awesome. Thank you for your response. Okay. And Trina say, I have watched all your videos, so I know it's as much as you have explained. Yeah. Trina has been watching my videos 2 times, 3 times, maybe 4 times now. And of course, the more you watch it, the more you understand the logic behind. Because when I explained the first time, you watch the video for the first time, you may not really get what is the logic behind. The more you replay, you watch, you learn, you know. So I'm just sharing whatever I know with you so that you know. Okay, so we have Kala. Hello, Kala. You know a little bit. Where I mean sorry. I got a little bit too excited. Where does Kala come from? Where are you from, Kala? Tell me and what time it is in your time zone. I would like to welcome you, Kala. So Power Prayer said yes, some feng shui. Know a little bit. Where are you from? Power Prayer. say hello to me. And Amber, you are the master. I'm a student and want to learn of. Oh, thank you very much. I'm just here to share whatever I have learned. And for Amber is 1M. Yes, 1M. Yes, yes. Of course, we want a $1 million. If it's not given, no condition, right? So this is our choice. We want to take 1M. Trina say yes, a million. Kala, Portugal. Oh, it at 12. It's almost 12:30 at Portugal. Whoa, welcome. Common Star Wars share. Common Star Wars share. And Power Prayer is from New York. Huh, now I'm in New York. Well, I was in New York for a while. Okay, so you are curious about Feng Shui color, and now you are at the right place. So we have got a couple of people say yes to $1 million. And now I am giving the second option. Either you choose to have $1 million now, or I will give you 1 cent now. But this 1 cent, I'm going to double up every day for 30 days. So if you are getting 1 cent today, if you choose this option, you will get double 2 cents the next day. And on the third day, you will get 4 cents and then 8 cents for only 30 days. So is anyone going to this option of 1 cent? You can just type 1C. Okay, I have got a couple of people 1 million. Of course, that's a wise choice. Why not to have a million, but 1 cent, right? So, well, but we have got Tika. Power Prayer would like 1 cent. Okay, anyway, getting a million is obviously a wise choice because you can start enjoying your life. You can start quitting your job if you don't like your job. And but now this 1 cent is a little bit curious. Why 1 cent? So as I said, day one you will get 1 cent, day two you double up to 2 cents, day three you will get 4 cents, day four you will get 8 cents, and on day five you will get only 16 cents. Hello, Power Prayer, your friend have already quit their jobs and started to get to book an air ticket to come to Australia and visit me, but you are only getting 16 cents in your pocket. Power Prayer, have you regretted? You still can choose 1M instead of 1C. Anyway, life moves on. On day 10, Power Prayer is getting $5.12. And then when time comes to day 25, Power Prayer, our friend from Portugal, is getting 167,000. That is still very far away from 1 million because your friend have already visited me in Melbourne. We have fun. We have a great time, right? We watch the kangaroos jumping around. Anyway, life moves on. On day 27, Power Prayer is getting 335,000. On day 27, sorry, you are getting 671,000. On day 28, when it double up, Power Prayer is getting 1.3 million. And on day 29, that is 2.6 million. And finally, the day has come. On the day 30th, Power Prayer is getting 5.3 million. And if you total up the 30 days of what you get, that is nearly $10 million. So, getting $1 million now is fun. You can enjoy your life right away. Having said that, the power of double up is super scary. Do you agree? Mm-hmm. Yeah, that is super scary. And if you are giving an option now to double up the power of your life, will you choose the double up or will you just choose to have one goal? Yep, it is very scary. And now I would like to just quickly show you this. I'm sure you know who this is. This is my childhood game. Okay, maybe this is also your childhood game. All right, this is Super Mario. And why I was so into, so excited, so fancy about this Super Mario game when I was young. I didn't know why until now, because when we watched the Super Mario, when we play it, I thought I was him, the Super Mario. And from being a small little tiny Mario, I can become super by eating the mushroom. And I can even become stronger and stronger by eating more tools. Do you call it tools or food or whatever that is given in the game? And I can become so strong and powerful that I am not afraid of any obstacles. I can conquer any obstacles. Nothing can stop me in my life. And that is the superpower all of us are after. All of us are so fancy, so excited about, isn't it? Yeah, mushroom in the game. It's not a real mushroom, but it is called a mushroom. Okay, we'll just spend a couple of seconds, relax ourselves, and watch what Super Mario is about. There you go, look at the mushroom. It's very fun to watch, isn't it? How easily and how quickly the Mario just conquer everything with his superpower. And now I would like to show you this person. You probably don't know who he was. This was Her son back in the Qing dynasty in China. And what kind of superpower he used to have. So Herson, he was born in a very ordinary family, just like you and me. Okay? And then when he gradually grew up, he started to work for the Qing dynasty government, and eventually he was promoted to become the grand secretary and also the minister of finance during Qianlong emperor time. Okay? And during that time, Herson was actually the most favorable official of Emperor Qianlong. And so, because of that, he started to, he started to have a lot of power. Emperor Qianlong would almost listen to any suggestion of Herson, this man with superpower. And what sort of superpower he had? Is basically the stacking power of Feng Shui that helped him to reach where he was. And because he had too much power, he started to become very corrupted. And Hersen is actually up to now, Hersen is actually the most corrupted figure in the Chinese history. And that made him the richest person in the world 200 years ago. Because he was too corrupted, everyone knew it, but no one could do anything until Emperor Qianlong passed away. Immediately the next day, the son of Emperor Qianlong, Emperor Jiaqing, I think, Emperor Jiaqing gave her son a piece of white cloth for him to hang himself. For such a corrupted figure, in those days, usually they would kill all his family. No one will live. No one will be left behind. But because thinking that Herson had a lot of contribution to the government, so Emperor Jiaqing only gave him a piece of white cloth for him to hang himself instead of murdering the entire family. And let's see how much he used to have. After he passed away, they actually calculated his asset, and that reached up to 270 billion US dollar 200 years ago. and that amount of money equals to 15 years worth of the government's income in the Qing dynasty. And he was way far richer than the emperor at that time. And now I would like to introduce you the next person. Okay, this was actually King George III at the same time as her son. King George III was the king in Great Britain, and at that time, he was his annual grant received from the parliament was £700 a year. That equals to 100 million US dollar as of today. And again, $100 million is still very far away from 1 billion. And I'm sure you know the next person. Okay, currently this is the richest person on earth. That is Elon Musk. His estimated net worth is only about 330 billion US dollar, which is actually not very far from Herson, from 200 around 250 years ago. Okay, so we can see when you know the power of stacking, how far you can go to become the richest person on earth. Well, maybe that is a little bit too far for you to talk about the richest person on earth, right? But at least, can you at least just stack up your energy, your power, and move up to the next level? At least get a promotion at your current job or get a breakthrough in your current life. Is that possible? I can assure you that is 100% possible. Stay with me and I will share with you the real people, real story, real feng shui. Now we will look at the Prince Gong Mansion. This was previously He Sen's mansion, but now it's known as Prince Gong Mansion. So if you look at the design of the Prince Gong's mansion, just bear with me. You can see my arrow moving around, right? So this building, I just call it number one. Okay, this is one building, and then you have two and three in front, side by side, left and right. And then you have another like a gate, big gate or a building right in front. That is number four. So this is a typical feng shui design. We call it 四合院. 四 means four. Okay, so you have one, two, three, four. So you can see that the entire mansion is designed according to this 四合院 design, which is typical feng shui design. Okay, and why that is so important? Remember this, I will tell you why in the next few slides. So Herson mentioned the size of Herson mansion was 60,000 square feet. Okay, remember this number, 60,000 square meter, 60,000 square meter. And of course, it's not only his mansion was so big, all right, even everything design, everything that they make of in the mansion was also super expensive. And now we are entering Herson's bedroom. Not talking about the chairs, the tables, the ceilings and the floor. They are all super expensive. But I would like to show you one thing that you probably will never think of. That is this pillar. This pillar is called Gorim Nanmu. Nanmu is a kind of tree only grow in Yunnan, China. And if you look at it very, very closely, if you could one day visit Prince Gong Mansion in Beijing and look at her son's bedroom and look at this pillar, if you look at it very closely, it is like that, exactly like gold. And for this one pillar itself, the current price of it is 0.4 billion US dollar. I'm only talking about one pillar, and there are four of these pillars in his bedroom alone. So we can see how powerful it is. that if you know the power of stacking, how far you can go. Maybe the richest person could be a bit too far for you, but can you at least be promoted in your life, in your job, or break through in your life? And now I would like to bring you to visit this mansion. This is a small mansion which is only one tenth of Herson's mansion in terms of size. This is only 6,000 square meter. And if you look at this design of the mansion, before I talk about the mansion, just guess whose mansion is this. If you know, you can type it in the chat box. Okay, whose mansion is this? Okay, and now I would like to go through this mansion with you. Can you see this one building? This is one. And then that is the second building on the right. And then there's another building, the third building on the left. Just that there is no more building in front. So this is a one, two, three. This is called San He Yuan. San means three. Hesen's mention was Si He Yuan. This is San He Yuan. So any guess whose mansion is this? Only one tenth of Herson's mansion in terms of size. This building was built in 1995 and cost around $63 million. Currently, the estimated price is about $150 million. And any guess whose mansion? Okay, we have Diana. Hello, sir, watching from Japan. Konnichiwa! What time is it in Japan? Japan is morning, right? Now I think it's about seven something, right? That is Ohayo gozaimasu ne. Diana. Okay, so Amber is saying Elon Musk. We will see. I'm sure you know who this is. This is Bill Gates. So Gates mentioned on Lake Washington. Amber is from SETA, right? That's why I mentioned about the Microsoft. Okay, so Gates mentioned was built according to Feng Shui principles, and this doesn't surprise me at all. And basically, Gates was one of the richest person. I mean, the richest person for many many years in the past, right? That's right. It's Gates. So let's see what Gates talked about feng shui. If feng shui masters don't approve, I don't dare to live in. Simple, because he knows the power of stacking, the power of feng shui. And we will look at the next person. You can see Lake Washington from your balcony. Wow. Yeah, you can hunt, you can watch him. Anyway, we will, I'm sure you know the next person as well. Yep, and see what he says about feng shui. I don't believe in feng shui. I do it because it makes me money. So Donald Trump, before becoming the president of the US, even for the first time, his Trump organization was quite a successful business in property and and property management. So and then the next picture, you can see Trump is celebrating some kind of opening, and this lady was his feng shui consultant. As so the same, this lady, if you know who she is, this she and her father, okay, was, I mean, they were Trump's feng shui consultant for his Trump business. Okay, let's move on. And of course, there are many other celebrities and famous people who use feng shui. We'll just go through it because there are more real people, real cases that I would like to share with you. Now we are coming to these different schools of feng shui. As I mentioned, if you know the power of stacking, this is what I do for myself. And of course, this is what I do for my clients. They are short term, mid term, and long term. And in these three different terms, there are different schools of feng shui. in Feng Shui in the past was that if you learn one school of thought from one master, he will tell you his school of thought is the best, and you cannot learn from any other Feng Shui masters. That's it. However, I was a bit rebellious, so I learned from a couple of Feng Shui masters and learned about all this stacking because when we look at short term, the power comes very quickly, very forcefully, but in terms of power, it can never be more powerful than midterm Feng Shui. Midterm Feng Shui comes slightly slower. However, the power of level is a lot more powerful than short term because short term Feng Shui carries only a very short period of power. And of course, long term Feng Shui is also very good because once we set it up, it is there forever. It doesn't change at all, right? However, the weakness of long term Feng Shui is it comes very, very slowly. Yeah. Okay, so if you know all this stacking, if you know all this stacking, you do the short-term feng shui, you first hit your target in this month. And then on top of that, you stack up mid-term feng shui with different schools. You can set your mid-term goal in 5 years or 10 years. Of course, on top of that, we all have a long-term goal, right? And we also set up the long-term feng shui for different schools and stack it up to hit our long term mission in our life. Mhm. You had no idea there were so many. Absolutely. I didn't know before I really, really learned feng shui color. And that's why you are so amazing. You consider more than just one. Thank you very much. Well, I think it is good to learn from different people because even today I am still learning. And now this is the Feng Shui Flying Star 2025, and this is the yearly Flying Star. Of course, this is the short term Feng Shui. Okay, this is already in my YouTube channel. You can go and watch the video, the complete guidance for good Feng Shui in 2025. Okay, you can watch it, it is available for free. And then um, when we talk about long-term feng shui, we are looking at this 20 years of stacking, power of stacking. And currently, we have just entered period 9 last year in 2024. And that is the period of fire. And this is the time to reset the feng shui of your house. Because when you reset it now, the power of feng shui for period 9 can last you for these 20 years all the way to 2043. Okay? Even you do it in 2040, it can only last you for 3 years to 2043. So this is the time. Now is the time. You start fast, you start first, you go first. You win first. And why this is the last masterclass of the kind, I will tell you next. And for now, we are going into the real people, real story, real feng shui. This is the story of Jacqueline. He was stuck in the same position as a manager for 20 years. So finally, the day has come. The position of the CEO is open up. However, including Jacqueline, there are 4 managers going after the position of the CEO. Out of these 4, will Jacqueline be the successor or not? So, to help Jacqueline to quickly stack up the power, we found her a better place. Of course, the feng shui of her house was okay. That's why she was the manager. However, for her to boost up to be the CEO, she needs stronger feng shui setting. So we found her before we found her the place. The step one was to do the T space way activation, which is the short term feng shui. Quickly push up. And then after moving to this her new place, she was only renting her new place. She didn't even buy it. And as I said, as we have entered period 9, the flying star 9 is super powerful. And in terms of this energy for career, for wealth, we are especially looking at the flying star 9 on the right hand side. If you can see, this is the flying star 9 on the right hand side. Here we have the flying star 9 on the left, and also we have the flying star 9 at the bottom. But for Korea, we always look at the right hand side. And all these numbers, if you have no idea what they are, these are the original flying star of the house. It's just like a horoscope. When you were born, you have your horoscope. The house has its own horoscope, and we call it Feng Shui. So, step two is to activate Flying Star 9. The combination of 7 9 is actually a bad combination. But when we enter period 9, the combination of 7 9 becomes a good combination. So we can activate this Flying Star 9. Step 3, we do date selection. Why this is so important? When we do set date selection, we have the yearly Flying Star 9 there in the same section of Southwest. We choose the month with Flying Star 9 in that section. We choose a day, the date with Flying Star 9 in the same section. We handpick a time with Flying Star 9 in the same section. Plus, the original Flying Star 9 was also there. So, when we do step 3 with date selection, we are activating 5 layers of power. We are stacking 5 layers of power at the same time. That's why power stacking is so important. Now, step 4, we have the golden dragon to be caught there. I will talk about the golden dragon a little bit more in the next few slides, but this is the best chi for period 9. Okay, it's just like Flying Star 9, but Golden Dragon is from another Feng Shui school. The best chi, the strongest energy. And now we go to step 5. We also stack up the 8 mansion power on her floor plan. Step 6, we do the T space scan. Okay, I call it the T space scan. I make up of this name obviously. So it's like you have a gadget in your hand and you scan around the building. Okay, you scan around the structure, the design of the building, and then you know where the dragon is. So you have to set up your desk with the dragon instead of with the tiger. Okay, now we have step 4, 5, 6, and now we go to step 7. Or we also do the personal 5 goes well for Jacqueline. That is step 7 plus step 8 with date selection. Okay, so that is super powerful. The 5 goes well, basically, there are no real goals. No goals. But if people are talking behind you, people are gossiping about you, people are making stories about you, those are the goals we want to catch. Okay? And we will channel the bad energy into the good energy so that all this gossip, they are doing free marketing for you. They are doing free advertisement for you. Instead of backstabbing you, they are doing something good for you. And this is how powerful feng shui is. And step 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. In the same year when the Flying Star 9 flew to Southwest in 2024. 2 months later, 2 months, 2 months after moving into her new place, guess what happened? She was selected and promoted to become the CEO. Sometimes it is not about how hardworking you are. We are all super hardworking. I believe you are. That's why you are sitting in front of your laptop, your mobile phone, and watching my class. On top of just hardworking, is there something more that you can work smarter and play smart? Okay. Mm-hmm. What if nice star is in your kitchen sink? Haha. uh, there are a couple of things you can do. And before that, I will just go through all these real people, real cases, and real feng shui with you. Okay, now let's look at this picture. This is in Hong Kong. So, for a building, an apartment to build in Hong Kong, facing the ocean, facing the sea, facing the mountain, it's a super gorgeous, nice view. Okay, because in Hong Kong, basically when you open the window of your apartment, you can only see your neighbors opposite. And for this building to be facing the water and mountain is super gorgeous and super expensive. Who would like to stay there? Who wants to stay there with this super gorgeous view? Just say yes. Yes, 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 yes. You take care of your mother, Carla. That's very nice of you. Hardly anyone are willing to let go of their job, willing to let go of their money and reputation and take care of their mother. You are a very nice person, Carla. Then the question is, would you like to also break through in your life? Or are you just happy staying where you are? Something to ask yourself. Would you like your mother to get well? Something to ask yourself. You are a very nice person. I really appreciate what you do for your family. Yes, Amber wants to live there. Ha! Amber doesn't want to look at Bill Gates' mansion anymore. Amber wants to live in Hong Kong. Yes, would love a breakthrough. Absolutely. Whatever you are doing is very good. Having said that, are you satisfied at where you are now, or you would like to achieve something bigger to break through to the next level? Okay, why I'm showing you this apartment. So, you probably don't know this person. This is Louis Koo. He's a very famous Hong Kong artist in the entertainment industry. So Louis Koo, before coming into period 9, he actually hired a feng shui consultant, very famous one, very expensive in Hong Kong. Okay, and this feng shui consultant recommended him, this is the place you should move in if you would like your career to continue breaking through even in period 9. So that was in 2020 or 2021. Louis Koo spent 6.5 million US dollar, I'm talking about, on the penthouse and moved in. And that is where, at his window facing the ocean and the beautiful mountain, he can catch the golden dragon by putting a lot of dragons at his window, as if you can see over here. Yeah, I think I'm blocking a few golden dragons, but anyway, I hope you get the picture. So, even Louis Koo, already a multi-millionaire, he also borrowing the power of this Feng Shui, the golden dragon, to help him to continue breaking through in his career, in his life. Even the rich people are doing this. If we would just, if you are happy at where you are, okay, that is fine. If you would like to see something new in your life, it's time to consider. And again, this is the last masterclass of the same kind. Now, I would like to share with you the story of Rebecca. This is one of my latest client in Australia. So Rebecca came to Australia as an immigrant, and for 4 years she couldn't get a job. No job, no income. Her expertise, her profession was not recognized by the locals because she graduated overseas. Her profession was back in her home country, and for 4 years she was only living on her savings, and that was super depressing. Okay, you want to be able to afford to purchase a house one day, Amber. That is very, very good. Yep. Having said that, even though you are only renting now, you can always do some power of stacking. Even the CEO story, the Jacqueline, she was only renting. She didn't even buy the place. And now let's come back to the story of Rebecca. So, step one, we always want to do a short-term feng shui activation to quickly move her up so that she has the luck to get a place that works for her. Now, again, we want to activate the flying star 9 on the right hand side. So, okay, step two. First, we catch the golden dragon. That is a must to do in period 9. Even I want to catch the golden dragon. It's not only me. Even one of my feng shui teachers, he bought a new place and moved into his new place in 2021, I think, or 2022. That's before, right before period 9, to make sure he can catch the golden dragon. Even my teacher purposely bought a new place to catch the golden dragon because his old place could not catch. Anyway, so step 2 for Rebecca to catch the golden dragon. Step 3, activate Flying Star 9. Step 4, do it with state selection. Okay, are you with me? Step 5, we want to do the T-space scan again. Make sure there's a dragon. Strong, powerful dragon. Step 6, we want to stack, overlap the 8-mansion power on top. Step 7, we did the personal 5 goals wealth with her. Step 8, again, do it with date selection to add on another 4 layers of power stacking. And then step 9, when 2025, yeah, this is one of my most recent case in Australia. When the Flying Star 9 in 2025 flew into the east section, oh, that is another layer that we push her up. What happened? Living on saving for 4 years, no job, no income. What happened to Rebecca? 30 days after, she launched her online and she made 6,000 Aussie dollar in just 30 days. 6,000 Aussie dollars easily pay off everything, all the consultation fee she paid to me, and a lot more than that. Would you like the same to happen to you? Yes or no? Just say yes or no. Tell me in the chat box. Now, This is another story of Fiona. She was stuck for 15 years in her life. It was not just that she had no saving, but for 15 years of her life, she was always borrowing money. She was always in debt. Nothing works in her life. And when I scanned her house, there was no dragon at her house. That means every decision she made was out of impulsion, without any analysis, without any logical thinking. That's why she always, and I mean, it's not only Fiona, also her family, they always make the wrong decision. She even brought her two teenager sons to work overseas eagerly, thinking that the conversion of currency can help her to settle her debt and and live a better life. But of course, because there was no dragon, all her decision was made out of impulsion and emotion. Of course, that didn't work. Three of them were caught and sent back to their home country. So when I look at her place, so this is Fiona. She runs a curry hawker store, okay, at her country. I mean, in her country. Yeah, yes. Why not? Let's continue with the story of Fiona. So, Fiona, she's a very ordinary woman, just like anyone at the street we can meet. However, she was in debt for 15 years. So the first thing we did for her was do the short-term Feng Shui activation, T-space way activation to quickly push her up. Second, we move her to a place with a good, long, nice dragon. Okay, and of course, this is the original flying star of her new place. Again, she didn't buy the place because she couldn't afford. She's been in debt for 15 years. She was only renting it. So, step 2, we want to activate Flying Star 9. Step 3, with date selection. So, as I said, for date selection, you are stacking 4 layers of power: the year, month, day, and the time. And then when you activate it, you also activate the fifth layer of the original Flying Star 9. So there are 5 layers. On top of that, I'm telling you another secret here. Flying Star 9 has the most power if it is in the south section of your house. And this happens to Fiona. Flying Star 9 is in the south section of her new place. So there are 6 layers of power stacking we are doing at once. So this is step 3. Now, step 4, of course, we do the personal 5 goes well for her so that people can very quickly, you know, so that her curry noodle hawker store can very quickly be known by people. Okay, so that is step 4. Step 5, we stack another layer of 8 mentioned. That's another whole new story. Anyway, step 6, T-space scan. What I was talking about. There wasn't any dragon at her old place, and now her new place has very nice dragon. Step 7, we want to catch the golden dragon. Even I want to catch the golden dragon, and so do you. So now, if you look at Fiona, anyway, she's renting a place. And what happened 2 months later? From always having very little sales, her sales double up. Do you remember the lesson of double up? Do you want 1 cent or do you want a million? When it doubles up, it can be super scary. So, 4 months later, She opened her second store, and the daily sales of her second store exceed $2,000. In the beginning, it exceed only $1,000. Now it exceeded $2,000 for in a day. Come on, back in her home country, a bachelor degree holder, a fresh grad, the monthly salary is about 4,500 to 5,500. However, her curry store daily sales alone is $2,000. Fiona is as ordinary as you and I. Anyway, 6 months later, she opened her third store. And now, if you look at Fiona's face, there is a smile on her face. The first time when I met her, she couldn't even smile. Imagine that she was in debt for 15 years. No one wants to talk to her. No one wants to pick up her phone. And now everyone come running after her, wants to buy her food. Why? Because that is the power of Feng Shui. When you know the stacking, this is the big breakthrough. And this is the last story of today. This is the story of Yi. Yi is from Taiwan. Okay, so what happened to Yi was she's a freelance graphic designer. Her parents bought her an apartment, fully settled, no loan, but her friend came to her and asked her to put her apartment into mortgage and then lend that money to her friend to run his business. However, his business did not turn well, so he couldn't pay off Yi. And Yi business as a freelance designer, her business was not very good as well. She was pretty much at her bottleneck. So Yi couldn't pay off the mortgage, which is quite sad. Poor Seuss. And then she was called to the court, and her apartment could be taken back by the bank anytime because she couldn't pay off for quite a while until she met us. Again, step one, we want to do the short term activation very quickly to boost up the power. So I'll just talk a little bit more about her apartment. This is her apartment. If you can see, the flying star 9 is in the center. That means the power of flying star 9 is stagnant. When this is stagnant, nothing will go well in your in your life basically. Nothing will happen in your career. Everything is just stagnant. Just like her job, just like her sales, just like her financial status at that time. Everything was stagnant. Having said that, the good news was she came to us in 2023. That was right before period 9. So it was still period 8. And so we still could activate Flying Star 8. So basically we were racing with time at that time. We quickly activated the step 1 short-term activation. Okay, you see Flying Star 9 was present. So step 2 we do Flying Star 8. Okay, and step 3 with date selection. Step 4 we also do her personal 5 goals wealth. Step 5 again with date selection. This is so important. If a feng shui master do not do date selection for you, sorry, you have to wait for 3 to 5 years to see any result. Okay, and by that time 5 years after, you would have forgotten, you would have already questioned, does this feng shui master really know something about feng shui? That's why date selection is so important. I always do date selection. No excuse. So step 5, with date selection. Step 6, we stack up 8 mansion. Step 7, T-space scan. We rearrange her working desk because she work from home. Okay? And then when we enter period 9, that is step 8. When the 2024 flying star flew in, that's the year when we enter period 9. If you can see that make up in that year, the flying star make up a very unique combination. If you look at the flying star on the left, like this one, that is 2 in the north section. You add it up with the yearly flying star of the year, 8. 2 plus 8 equals to 10. 6 plus 4 equals to 10. 5 equals to 10. 9 equals to 10. 3 plus 7 equals to 10. 8 plus 2 equals to 10. 9 plus 1 equals to 10. Oops, sorry. 4 plus 6 equals to 10. Even in the center, 7 plus 3 to 10. When every single section of the flying star adds up to 10, very unique, um, how do I call that? That's a very unique combination of feng shui of that year at her place. So although period 9 was already there, her flying star 9 was stagnant, but because of this unique combination in that year, we could still do something for her. And only the expert will know. And that was step 9. So what happened after that? So in September 2023, she came to us. We quickly asked her to do T-space way activation, the short-term activation. And then 3 months later, finally, for the first time, she hit her sales target. She could start paying off her mortgage again. And then at the same time, we recommended her, you must move because this place will make you stagnant for 20 years, all the way in period 9. Okay? And in the same month, she got to sell her apartment. Her mortgage just settled right away. And after that, we also teach her to do a lot of special activations. And so finally, in February, she bought a new place under our T-Space consultation and moved in March 2025. That was just 3 months ago. Okay, and start her brand new life. So, of all these real people, real story, and real feng shui, do you think you know feng shui? If you know feng shui, there is definitely a breakthrough you can see in your life. And this is what I meant by, do you know feng shui? Do you know the stacking of power in feng shui? And again, all these cases are real, people are real, and they happen in a very short time to see a big turnover in their life. And if you say, and if you think you know feng shui, is the power of feng shui working in your favor or not? Okay, then very quickly, mostly people will just ask me, how many years does it take to learn feng shui like me? That is unfortunately many, many years for a beginner. From not knowing much, I spent many, many years, 5, 10 years, sometimes might be 20 years in those days to learn so many different schools of thought. Okay, and how much does it cost? I just would like to very quickly go through um, this place with you. This is Macau. And what is Macau famous of? Macau is just next to Hong Kong, a very small place in the south of China. What is Macau famous of? Casinos. Gambling. Ha! You guess you don't know Feng Shui. Casino, that's right. Casinos. Okay. And then all these casinos, a lot of them are making good money. Why? Because they all have a Feng Shui consultant behind them. And all these Feng Shui consultants behind the casinos, one of them is my grandmaster. Okay? And he is the Feng Shui consultant for four big casinos in Macau. Four casinos. And each casino pay him 1.3 million US dollar a year. Can you imagine how much the casinos are making to pay him 1.3 million dollars a year? So what my grandmaster did was, of course, first you have to set up the long-term feng shui for them. That is long-term, one-off, and never change. And then he set up the midterm feng shui activation for them. That is again 20 years. So right before period 9 or at the time when we are entering period 9, the whole feng shui setting has to be changed to fit the next 20 years of period 9. And then every year, the third step, he goes to the casino and set up small little other things according to the flying star of that year. Even more, every month, he will personally go into the VIP lounge to set up the monthly feng shui for the VIP lounge. So here I'm telling you, don't go to the casino because every single setup is designed to make you take the money out of your pocket and leave it behind. Don't go to the casino. Maybe you will meet my grandmaster. So, to learn from him alone. Well, I have a couple of masters and of course a lot of grandmasters. To learn master alone, this is the most expensive one. How much you have to pay if you want to learn from him? That is 2,500 US dollar to pay him alone. At least not 1.3 million. It's only 2,500 200 sorry 250,000. Yeah, which is already very good because you are not paying him 1.3 million. But today, again, as I mentioned, this is the last masterclass of the same kind. Today, you don't have to pay so much if you would like to see a breakthrough in your life. I have got this design into an entire package. Everything that you see in Jacqueline, in Rebecca, in Fiona, and in Yi. All these pretty ladies, I did for them. I put it into a package, and now this is for you. Again, this is really, 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 really the last time. No more after today because we are doing a big adjustment in our corporate. Anyway, come back. The first thing is do the original flying star. Original price 997. Now this is free. Second thing, I will also overlap the yearly flying star. Original price 397. Now it's free. Number three, stacking up the 8 power, I mean 8 mansion. Original price 997. Now this is free. Number four, I will also find out your personal lucky orientation. And I will teach you what to do, how to use, when to use. Original price 997. Now this is free. Number five, I will scan your place. You just have to take photos, videos according to the instruction. Because you don't know how to look at the dragon, how to catch the dragon. I know what I want to see. Take pictures, send it to me according to my instruction. Original price 997. Now this is free. Number seven, Catch the golden dragon, the best chi in period 9. Even my teacher purposely bought a new place, moved into a new place just to catch this period 9 golden dragon. Original price 1997. Now I do it for you for free. Number 7, 5 goes well. This is for the 5 goes well of the house. Okay? Original price 1997. Now this is free. And then your personal 5 goes well. Original price 1997. Now this is free. I will also tell you the best section for your safety box. After activating so many things to attract the wealth into your house, to attract money into your house, you want to keep something for you as well. Otherwise, everything will just go up. Where is the best place to put the safe? Original price 1997. Now this is free. I will do all the calculation for you free. Number 10, Polaris robot. This is a very super unique way of power calculations anyway. This is how we calculate where the Polaris is, where the energy is, and we draw it into your house. And this is especially obvious for wealth attraction. That's why we call it a robot. Original price 1997. Now this is free. I will also do date selection for you. For every single activation that is needed date selection, it's all calculation, very scientific. I do it according to look at how the 9 planets orbit in our solar system. Super complicated. 997 original price. It is free for you. Everything that I tell you, every single activation plus date selection, I will put it in an e-report. I will email it to you. I will go through the report with you one by one. Original price 997. Now free for you. And of course, I am very sure you will have countless questions after all the activation. I am again giving you a 6 months free membership, priceless for you to ask me anything. Again, everything I said, it's only for today. This is really, really the one last time. I won't be conducting any more the same and any more masterclass of the same kind. Okay? So, this one, currently, it is still named as Boost Up Double because we want to double up the energy of your house. After today, there's no more Boost Up Double. Everything will be changed into Power Stack. And because we are upgrading that package, so we are not going to have any more Boost Up times 2 after today. And this is the final announcement. If you miss it, now or never. Okay, so this is everything you are going to get that I mentioned. So original price 16,000. For the last call, you can save 93%, and today is only 997. No more 997 anymore because you see the value, you see the people, you listen to the story, you know how much it can break through. It's a lot more than 997. And definitely, this will be the last call to everyone, whether they watch this video or not. That's it. And of course, I am not going to push this package because this is quite limited and there are many things are not available. And of course, again, this is the last call. If you want to just boost up instead of double boost up, price is $699, and this is everything you can get. And why you want to double it up? Everything you can get in the double is original Flying Star 20205 Flying Star 8 mentioned. Your personal lucky orientation T-Space scan, catch the golden dragon. It's only for double boost up. It won't be available for boost up. Okay? No 5 goes well for boost up, no personal 5 goes well, no section for safe, and no Polaris robber for just boost up. Of course, I would still do date selection for you if you want to. I really don't want to do that actually because it's so much work. But for the last time, I will do it for you. If you want to just boost up instead of double boost up, you will also receive the report. And membership for double boost up is 6 months. For just boost up is 3 months. We are definitely adjusting the price after today. Okay, and limited to five because my time is very limited. The time from my team is also very limited. To do one case study takes a lot of time to do the calculation. And there are many things we have to look at. And to produce a report for you, and then I will go through the report one by one with you. Limited to five. First come, first serve. After today, the gate is forever closed. Of course, if you want to sign up for double boost up, I will have a very quick 10 minutes of Batsu Zodiac reading with you. Okay, to see the what motivates you in your life. Simple as that. Very straightforward. So why boost up double? In the very beginning, you were given two options. You want a million or you want 1 cent and double up. You see that how scary double up can be. And why this is the time? Because we have just entered period 9. You still have 19 years to go. If you set it up now, you run faster than your colleagues, your competitors. If you do a business, if you activate first, you get it first. And this feng shui setting will last for, 20 years basically throughout period 9s, at least minimum. Of course, in these 20 years, occasionally 1 or 2 years, you may want to do some very minor adjustment according to the yearly flying star. Otherwise, it's all set up for you. Okay? Okay. So the link is there. Okay, I'll just see what the comment is. Um, Thank you, sir, for teaching us. Just started to learn now. I really appreciate your kindness. This is good for us. Thank you so much, Diana, for your comment. And for Amber, uh, yes, you can. What? Okay, for Amber, you can register now because again, I have said first come, first serve, now or never, and this is really the last master class of the same kind. After today, it's not today. After the five sign ups, this will close forever. We will definitely adjust the price. We will definitely change boost up double into power stack. And power, we have trademark power stack. It's just waiting to be registered. Even T space is already registered. Everything will change. Now or never. You can always sign up and then when you move, we can talk about it. Okay, the link is already there. You can do a one-off payment of $9.97 or you can pay in full with PayPal. The link are there. So why boost up times two? If you are still thinking, but if someone has stacked up their power, has already started to stack up their power, they are getting the energy. Remember the story of Fiona, the curry hawker store owner? She runs curry hawker store in a Chinese restaurant. There are 7 other hawker stores in the same restaurant. And only she got the sales. 20 people who came for lunch, 19 people will only buy her curry noodles, meaning 95% of the people who come for lunch is going to her. Can you see how powerful it is? Can you see she was in debt for 15 years? And even now she's making money. Even now there is a smile on her face. You can see that. And only at 997 now. Okay? So if you would like to make the power of Feng Shui work for you, this is the time. And lastly, I would just like to share a very short testimonial from Jobert. Jobert is from Manila. He's very kind and nice guy. He was emailing me, talking to me, and then he said, "Okay, I'll write." And instead, he wrote me such a long testimonial. But the point is, he only did the short-term activation twice at that time in January. And what happened? The first good news, his father's health is getting better. The second good news, his sales double up in January. Can you see how quickly? If you are happy at where you are, very good. Thanks for your time for coming. I'm very happy to share. I hope you get something for yourself and for the rest of your life. If you would like to see a real breakthrough, this is the last announcement. This is the last masterclass of the same kind. After today, there will be no more boost up double. Everything will turn to power stack. We are upgrading everything, and that will be $5,000 package. We have already decided internally. Power stack package will be a $5,000 consultation package. And again, now if you sign up, it's only $997. You can pay in full with PayPal. Everything is set up for you, for your convenience, to help you to double up. Okay? And what Jobert says, he knows that he doesn't need to learn everything and know everything as long as Sir Ian, he called me Sir. Thank you. Sir Ian is guiding us with Feng Shui. Everything will be okay. So if either you want to spend 5, 10 years to learn, or you want to see results in 3 months, 2 months. Rebecca saw result in 30 days. I will leave it with you. Okay, I'll just see if there's any more comments. Um, okay, so Kala, thank you so much for coming. I wish you all the best. You are really doing a good job to take care of your mom. Okay, really, really appreciate. And if you would like to consider, think of PayPal. I mean, think of paying in full. This is really the last time of 997. After today, that is a power stack $5,000 package. This is really my last final announcement. Okay. Anything else? Um, Show me the comment. Okay. Wish you all the best, Kala, and all prosperity. And is it sign up? Is it possible to sign up for payments? Amber, yes, of course. Sign up for the link. There's one link, PayPal link for 997. If you have PayPal, or just sign up for one PayPal account, you can pay in full. You can pay in full. Yes, there's payment plan available, Amber. Buy a house yourself. How long more do you want to rent? Buy a house yourself according to the power stack feng shui principle. You would definitely see breakthrough in your life in a short time. After today is $5,000. Okay. So again, I put up the link, the payment link. Okay. And if you have the last question, I will take up the last question. Any last question? This is really the very good time. I mean, it's just happened that we are in the beginning of period 9. Because this is in the beginning of period 9, whatever I do for you will last for 20 years throughout period 9, really. For those who came in the end of period 8, they can only, the feng shui setting is only um last for like 2 3 years or 5 years, but now you are doing it for 20 years of your life. 20 years can make you to become the next CEO if you are start, I mean, if you are fresh grad now. 20 years can change so many people's life. So many things can happen in 20 years. Take the chance, take the initiative. Don't wait. Any more questions? I'm taking the last questions. The offer is only now. The 997 is only now. Now or never. And again, it's limited to certain number of people only. I and my team definitely have only 24 hours in a day. That is so limited. 24 hours is so limited. This is again not the first time I noticed, but 24 hours is so limited. Sign up now, you will get this offer of 997 now or never. And if you sign up now for double boost up, I will personally read your 八字. I will personally spend another 10 minutes, look at it, talk to you. What is your potential, the more potential you can do in your 八字? What motivates you in your life? What makes you happy? What is your life goal? Some people, their life goal is, I like animals, I like dogs and cats. I want to have a home care for all these stray dogs and cats. I want to save them. Yes, you can do that. Then what is holding you back? Oh, because of financial issue. I can just merely feed myself. I'm not able to feed so many dogs and cats. What is holding you back to spread your love? Financial issues. Can that be settled? You saw the result. You witnessed the stories. And again, as I said, one of my grandmasters, he is the feng shui consultant for 4 casinos in Macau. Whatever he's doing for the casinos, I am doing the same and put it in your house. Do you want it? Say yes if you want it. Just type yes in the chat box. Do you want whatever my grandmaster is doing, setting up for the casinos in Macau? Do you want the same type of setting to put it in your house? Just type yes. Only for 5 sign-ups. Sign up now. Okay, after sign up, you can just put it in the chat in the the chat box and tell me that you have signed up. Okay, share it with your friends. Share it with your friends. Okay. Any last questions? Okay. Do you like the masterclass today? You can give me a lot of heart, Laura. You can give me some love. Give me love. Show me love. I'll check if there's any last. Um. Oh, thank you. I saw a couple of love. Thank you. And there's thank you very much. I love you too. Thank you so much, Amber. Your youngest child has been very sick and has multiple surgeries. Wow. Sorry to hear that. And maybe you can help me fix that first. Then someday I can buy a house. Yeah, of course. We will definitely look at your house. Sign up now. I would definitely look at your house. There's actually one more case that I didn't share today because I usually share that case in my masterclass, but now I have replaced it with the latest story. If you check my YouTube channel, there's one story of Gauri. She is fighting with cancer. And what happened right after, immediately the next day? I did something for her because Gauri is my friend. Okay, I know her through some networks. Anyway, I happened to visit her and I found out that, of course, she is fighting with cancer because the place of her house is come with the DNA of cancer. I mean, sorry to say that. So I did something for her, and immediately the next day, what happened? She was diagnosed with cancer in June 2024. When I visited her, it was in January 2025. So I did something immediately for her in January. So 2 weeks before I visited her, she did another CT scan, and the lump in her body was still at 12 centimeters, the same size as the first time she found the lump in June 2024. 2 weeks before I paid her a visit, it was still at 12 centimeters. Immediately the next day, after I did something for her, immediately the next day, I sent her to the hospital for radiation treatment as usual, and I was waiting for her in the car park. Half an hour later, she came out, and I asked her, how's today? She was quite blur and blank. She looked at me, she said, they can't see it. The doctor can't see it. They couldn't see it. They, they couldn't see where the lump is. So they couldn't carry out the radiation treatment. They asked her to go for a CT scan again to find out where the lump is. The moment she said that, I knew something must have happened. But I didn't want to say a thing because I want the doctors to tell me what has happened. So she did a CT scan from 12 centimeters lump. It shrunk to 4 centimeters just the next day. So does Feng Shui work? You don't have to believe in Feng Shui until you see the result. Very simple, very logical. So does Feng Shui do something to our health? Of course, yes. Of course, yes. Health is so important. Health is so important. Like Carla, you are taking care of your mom because of health issue, I suppose. Again, Carla, you are doing a very good job to take care of your mother. I look up at you. At the same time, would you like a breakthrough? Okay. Again, this is the last announcement. Mhm. And why we are upgrading it to Power Stack 5000? Because we are also upgrading something more, a lot more. Like there are a couple of sacred, well, direct translation is I call it the sacred solar and lunar dates. Okay, the sun and moon dates. That is completely different from the flying star date selection. There are many different schools of thoughts in Feng Shui, including date selection. Excuse me. So these sacred sun and moon dates, they only come once in a year. If you miss that year, you have to wait for another year. Of course, that will be upgraded in the Power Stack 5000. So instead of just the flying star, the flying star is we calculate how the nine planets orbit in our solar system, and then we draw the energy of the planets into your house. Because there are nine planets, that's why there are also nine flying stars. That is very logic. Since 5,000 years ago, our ancestors already know it. And this is the wisdom of 5,000 years has been tested and retested for 5,000 years. What the emperors were using, what her son was using, the richest person 250 years ago, even some of the richest people on earth, like Bill Gates, like Donald Trump, they are also using the same system passed down from our ancestors of 5,000 years wisdom. The same thing. Now I am doing it, using it, putting it into your house to stack it up to make it work for you. Okay? And if you sign up now, again limited to only 5. Okay, if you sign up now, whatever that we are going to upgrade into Power Stack 5,000, you will also get it. This is the last call. You will also get it now or never. Okay? How to be a member? You are trying and you cannot. Click the link. Just click the payment link that I have posted. How to be a member? Dinah. Click the link. Click the payment link. Once you sign up, automatically you are a member. Okay? Oh, another love from someone. Thank you. Click the link. Just click the link. Okay, Diana? You can click the link. You can pay one off or you can pay in full with PayPal. Okay? Uh-huh. Just click the link. Is that okay, Diana? Okay, let me know who wants. Last call. Who wants? Boost up double. Yes, just say yes. Just say yes. Just click the link. Okay, Diana? Just say yes. All right. Okay, so if there's no more any questions, we have a comment from Kala. Your mother has dementia. Yep. Well, very nice of you, Kala, to take care of your mother. Yep. And take care of yourself as well. Okay. And thank you so much for subscribing to my YouTube channel. I hope all the videos definitely will give you something or another, and hope all the videos are very good eye openers for you and for your success in the future, for your life breakthrough. Yep, you have seen all the real people, you have heard all their stories, and now you know what real feng shui is. Why the emperors back in China, they are using feng shui as a tool to help them to stay in power for so many centuries. There must be a reason. It cannot be a game. There must be a real reason, real logic, real power. All right. Okay. So thank you very, very much. There's no yep. If you want final announcement, today is 997 and we are definitely upgrading it to Power Stack 5000. Power prayer, thank you so much. Mhm. It's only for today and limited to 5 people only, because it is really taking me a lot of time to just do one case study. Okay, now just do it now. You can get the money back in 30 days as Rebecca. You might be the next CEO like Jacqueline in just 2 months. For having 15 years of debt, you can just double up your sales in 2 months like Fiona and start to have a big smile on your face. If they can do it, you can do it. Only now at 997. Mhm. Many people have signed up. These are just a few very small stories I am sharing with you. Okay, the last five. Our Yep. Okay, the last five. Really, the last five. Instead of pictures, color, could we work with the blueprint? What does that mean? What does Oh, you mean the floor plan? Okay, Kala. I need both the floor plan, or you call it the blueprint, and pictures. I really need the pictures for me to help you. You will have to help yourself. Pictures are 100% necessary, and the blueprint as well are 100% necessary for you to achieve the result you want to see, for you to see life breakthrough, for you to taste the success, the sweetness of success, for you to experience what real feng shui is. Pictures, blueprint, both are necessary. I'm talking out of experience. I have done it myself. I have already got clients, and I still have a couple of clients waiting for me. So really, I wouldn't accept more than that. It's just the last five. Okay. So thank you very much. Hope you have a good day. And the next time when we meet, there will be Power Stack 5000. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you very much. I will see you, if not this time, double boost up. The next time is Power Stack 5000. All right. Thank you so much for your time. Especially thank you for Carla staying late at night in the midnight in Portugal. I don't remember how to say see you next time in Portuguese, but see you next time. Today at 997, or I will see you next time at Power Stack 5000.